following program is being brought to you in living color on NBC by Chevrolet. Ladies and gentlemen, we now take you to a momentous summit meeting at the UMN, United Musical Nations. Inside the Auditorium of Music, our delegates and ambassadors have arrived, and our distinguished dignitaries are seated and making preparations for the business at hand. I see that Mr. Tony Bennett is busily reviewing his presentation. Mr. George Shearing is in earnest discussion with his associates. Mr. Harpo Marx is sorting out his blank papers containing his speech. And Mr. Louis Armstrong is looking over his notes from A to B flat. And we now take you to our leader, the Secretary General, Miss Kay Starr, who is about to give you the downbeat.
As Secretary General, I hereby state the purpose of this meeting to each delegate. Now, each of you were chosen to represent every type of music in this continent. Now, the meeting is in order, and the chair will yield to every representative in his own field. The world will listen to your point of view. We want to solve every problem before we're through. Hot war, cold wars are not a good rule. We want to get results with music that's cool. So as Secretary General in charge of this thing, I pound my gavel, and I hereby order that the meeting of the summit is about to swing. We're here to state, men who create music are great, so they can have the men who make laws give us the music makers.
I'll cast a vote for every note songwriters wrote, and you can have the men who make laws give us the music makers. I like music expressive, slightly cool and progressive. Keep your flat politicians. Give me those sharp musicians. No what's up if there'll be no tips. Just a riff. Yeah, give me the music, baby.
Yes, I like a song purring along, sweetly but strong, just like the 1961 car made by the Chevy maker.
Chevrolet, in behalf of your local authorized Chevrolet dealer, who invites you to try the 61 Chevy's
Jet Smooth Ride.
And the new Chevy Corvairs, brings you from Hollywood, swinging at the summit on the Chevy Show.
Delegates, before getting underway, I'd like to stress the keynote of this convention. When you're smiling, keep on smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, keep right on laughing, oh, the sun comes shining through. When love's a picture, a smile is a frame in any language. A smile is the same when you're smiling. Keep on smiling, the whole world smiles with you. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain. Better stop your crying. Come on, be happy again. And you're smiling, keep on smiling. The whole world smiles with you. The whole world smiles with you. conferred with my advisors, and this is what they say. The moon and all the planets are open for discussion today. And who is best equipped to discuss the heavenly bodies above? No one but Mr. Tony Bennett, our ambassador of love.
Merry month of May, sunny skies of blue. Clouds have rolled away and the sun peeps through. May express happiness. Joy you may define in 1,000 ways, but a case like mine needs a special phrase to reveal how I feel. I've got the world on a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow. I got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. I'm in love. I got a song that I sing. I can make the rain go anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love? Life is a beautiful thing. As long as I hold the string, I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let go. I've got the world on a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow. I got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in Here I go again. I hear the trumpets blow again, and I'm all aglow again, 'cause I'm taking a chance on love. Here I slide again, about to take the ride again. I'm starry-eyed again, taking a chance on love. Now I thought the cards were a framer, and I never would try, but now I'm taking the game up, and the ace of hearts is high. Things are mending now, I see a rainbow blending now. We'll have a happy ending now, we're taking a chance. I hear the trumpets blow again, taking a chance on love. About to take that ride again, taking a chance. Now I walk around with a horseshoe, and in clover I lie. Mr. Rabbit Brother Rabbit, of course you better kiss that foot goodbye. I'm on the ball again. I'm riding for a fall again. Gonna give my all again. I'm taking a chance. I'm taking a chance. Taking a chance on.
The ambassador of jazz requests that he be heard. And I'm certain that he has a most important word. Delegates, I give the floor to a man with a horn of plenty of good relations. Let's hear the word that he spread throughout the world for our State Department, our ambassador of jazz, Mr. Louis Armstrong.
Just a jackknife as McGee did, and he keeps it out of sight. The shark bites with his teeth, dear. Scarlet billows start to spread, and sing love snow where McGee did. So there's not a trace of red. The sidewalk Sunday morning lies somebody oozing life. Someone sneaking around the corner. Is that someone back tonight? Yes, from a tugboat by the river, baby. A cement bag drooping down, and the cement must wait till that you back here, back in town. Yes, Louis Miller disappeared, dear, after drawing out all his cash. And Maggie spends like a sailor. Did our boy did something rash? Suki Tatre, Jenny Diamond, Lottie Lenya, Sweet Lucy Brown. Yes, the line falls on the right, dear. Now that night he's back in town. I found my thrill on the very hill. When I found you, the moon stood still on Blueberry Hill, and it wasn't until my dream come true. The
pardon. You follow me still. You are my thrill. On blueberry. Come climb the hill with me, baby. We'll see what we will see. I'll bring my heart with me. I'll be with you where the berries are blue. Yes, each afternoon we'll go. Yes, higher than the moon we'll go. To our wedding and children girl. Baba don't deep it this baby Baba say doing in the willows play. Yes, life's sweet melody. And all the flowers when we met were never to be. Though we were parted. We still, you are my thrill. Yes, Blueberry Hill. Papa don't it, baby, Papa don't it,
wonderful, but you know something? You forgot some of the words.
I did? What are they?
On any hill.
Oh, Chevrolet.
That's right. Make the others stand still and give you a
thrill. Come along for a magic ride in a magic car. Magic of a 61 Chevrolet is its jet smooth ride. Drive one at your Chevrolet dealers soon.
Mr. Marks. Mr. Marks, you are the ambassador at large, is that right? Oh, come on now, listen. We've got a very serious problem here. We have to have an ambassador that can really make this convention swing. Do you know of one? You know one? Well, who is it? Your secretary? Your barber, your barber. Your barber? What do you mean, shh? Ear, ring. Ear, ring. Ear, ring, ear, ring, ear, ring, ear, ring, shearing, George, shearing, You played the piano. How many years you been studying? 5? Agenda for today?
The feminine agenda. After all, we've only heard from the men delegates.
Well, men delegates, women delegates, there's very little difference.
Ah, yes, but people are different. We all know you're the Secretary General of this delegation. We all know you're the plenipotentiary of popular song. And it's a known fact you are the leading diplomatic dignitary of the downbeat.
If you give me any more titles, I'll have to have my calling cards printed in CinemaScope.
You deserve them all, and you can prove it.
What do you mean, prove it?
All you got to do is sing. Ladies and gentlemen, our Secretary General, Miss Kay Starr.
With the parting of the ways, you took all my happy days and left me lonely now. Morning never comes too soon. I can't face the afternoon. And oh, those lonely nights. I feel your arms around me. Your kisses linger yet. You taught me how to love you. Now teach me to forget. You broke my heart a million ways when you took my happy days and left me lonely nights. You took away each happy day, and so I'd say, oh, those lonely nights, morning soon, and then afternoon, and then comes that moon, and oh, those lonely nights, I feel your arms around me, your kisses linger yet. You taught me how to love you. You better teach me to forget. You broke my heart, and for my part, you gave me all those lonely nights. Yes, you gave me all those lonely nights. I only want a buddy, not a sweetheart. Buddies never make you blue. Sweethearts make vows that are broken like my heart is broken too. Don't tell me that you love me. Say you like me. No lovers quarrel, no nights alone for two. Yes, I only want a buddy, not a sweetheart. 'Cause sweethearts only make you cry. I only want a buddy, not a sweetheart. Buddies never make you blue. Sweethearts make vows that are broken. we ready to tackle our big problem?
I've got the book of parliamentary procedure right here.
Well, that's good, Tony. Say, Louis, what about you? Where's your book?
Oh, I don't need any of them books.
What do you mean you don't need a book?
Okay, as far back as man can remember, there was only one book that solved all problems.
Well, what book was that, Louis?
The good book. Now, let me tell you about it. Yes, Jonah, you know, was lower than low. Hidden deeper than he wanted to go. Jonah was stuck inside of the whale, and just like a prison, no bail. He never gave up. He wouldn't say die. He had someone watching him from way up high. He called on the Lord to help him get free, and the whale spit Jonah right out of the sea.
That's what the good book says. That's what the good book says. You gotta keep it going, though your chances are slight. That's what the good book says. That's what the good book says. That's what the good book says. Nothing's gonna hurt you if your living is right. That's what the good book says. Now here's a little episode I'll never forget. David was small, no bigger than me. He fought old Goliath, who was 8'3". Goliath was strong, Goliath was brave, and everybody figured, poor Dave. His chances were slim, the future was dim, but he had a little extra going for him. With only a rock and the help of the Lord, he laid Goliath out like smorgasbord.
Yeah!
That's what the good book says. That's what the good book says. Nothing's gonna hurt you if your living is right. That's what the good book says. What about you, Tony? You got one for us?
Uh-huh. Samson was tough as 20 Marines when he met the army of the Philistines. 1,000 of them to battle were led, and everybody figured, Sam's dead. 1,001 is murder to beat, but Sam never ever thought of meeting defeat. With faith in the Lord, he wasn't alone. He conquered all the fields with just a hunk of bone.
That's what the good book says. That's what the good book says. Nothing's gonna hurt you if your living is right. That's what the good book says. You'll always find that when the issue is in doubt,
Righteous heart and mind.
He's gonna make it around.
Yeah.
You gotta come out.
that's what the good book says. That's what the good book says. Nothing's gonna hurt you if your living is right. 'Cause that's what the good book says. Well, gentlemen, so far so good. The first part of the meeting has been a complete success. Now, shall we go on? How about if we hopscotch around the world and we'll inaugurate that new musical foreign policy that we talked about? Now, ambassadors, do you all know your assignments and your destinations?
Oui.
CC.
Okay, let's go. Wait a minute, we forgot Harpo.
So you're not folding up yet, are you, buddy?
No comprende.
Have I got time for a nightcap?
Scusa, no comprendo.
Wait a minute. Un momento. Let's see. E verso le tre, non c'è nessuno nel bar, men tu e me. Servimi Joe, c'è la storiella, devi sapere. Viviamo, grazie, al fine dell'episodio. Dammi un per la baby ed un per la via. Mi ha buttato, mettio ancora moneta in giù. Soffro tanto, vorrei fare musica sognosa e triste. Posso di molto, ma deve essere onorevole. Dammi un per la baby ed un per la via. Now you'd never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I got a lot of things to say. When I'm gloomy, you gotta listen to me before they're all talked away. Dunque, va così. Ehi Joe, lo so che hai fretta per me. Grazie per coraggio. Spero che non ti detto offeso. Quest'oggi trovato deve essere negato o la esploderà. So please make it one for my baby. One more for the road.
Salud.
Salud. That's long. That's long,
Really digging what I'm putting down. I will lay a little translation on you this time.
Mom, mère.
That's your mom.
A square.
That's a bomb.
Mon père.
That's your dad.
Ma maison.
That's your pad.
Strolling along.
Ah, the Rue de la Paix.
Rolling along.
And a Chevrolet.
C'est si bon.
Ah, c'est si bon.
Yeah.
Lovers say in France when they swing to romance because it's oh so good. Yes, c'est si bon. I'll say to you like the French people do. Mama, it's so good. Oh, yes. Every word, every sigh, every kiss, dear, needs to live or die, and it's still, oh, it's so good. Nothing else to replace, just your slightest embrace. And if you only want to be my own, tell the rest of my days, Mama, I'll wiggle your brain. Oh, says he bon. Says he bon. Zebra. Oh, Zebra.
fire and flame, hurt men on skepred, and vi amor, hurt on skepred, net gekens, heli, lomo es of tawny, Tagonacht, nor ik tracht von mein Gott, ik hit mit Moire auf dein Tor, und ik beg, und ik beg, rotte, rotte, und ik beg, rotte, rotte, Herr, mein Gebet, mein Gewinn, helfen kannst du nur allein. Shema Yisrael, Adoshem Elokeinu,
Come winter, and the ice-covered northern lakes are dotted with cars and fishing shanties. They belong to the ice fishermen, the rugged breed of sportsmen who chop down through 2 feet of ice to catch a bluegill or a string of perch. It takes a rugged car, too, and that's why you see Chevrolet Corvairs out there. The weight of the rear engine on the driving wheels gives it the traction it needs to take a grip on ice, snow, or mud, on or off the road. And cold like this shows off another Corvair virtue. There's no water to freeze, ever. No antifreeze to buy, no radiator to repair, because Corvair's engine is air-cooled. In fact, the only car more handy is another Corvair, like this Lakewood, the station wagon version of the Chevy Corvair. The Lakewood has all the Corvair virtue, plus loads of station wagon cargo space. In back, the rear gate opens up on a cargo deck almost 6.5 feet long, large enough for nearly any load you would want to carry. Here's another Corvair exclusive. Up front, Corvair has additional storage space. The load is concealed and easy to get at. Now, maybe you'll never have a chance to go ice fishing, but you can own a Chevy Corvair. It's a rugged car with features that make it great in the north or south, winter or summer. Take your pick of 10 Corvair models for 1961. Choose from station wagons, sedans, and coupes. See your Chevrolet dealer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we visited many corners of this world, and we found that music is still the language that enables all people everywhere to communicate with each other. And the one type of music that strikes a responsive note in the hearts of all men is inspirational music. So tonight, we'd like to lift our voices in a modern hymn called The Man Upstairs. Have you talked to the man upstairs? 'Cause he wants to hear from When troubles ever trouble you, well, don't you run and hide. 'Cause if you ever need a friend, he'll be right there by your side. Just turn your eyes to heaven and just say a simple prayer. Through the clouds of lace, you'll see his face, no matter when or where. Have you talked to the man upstairs? 'Cause he wants to hear from you. Have you talked to the man upstairs? He will always see you through.
You talk to the man upstairs, 'cause he wants to hear from you.
Hear from you.
Talk to the man upstairs,
The man
he will always see you through. And if trouble's ever trouble, don't you run and hide. 'Cause if you ever need a friend, he'll be right there by your side. Just turn your eyes to heaven and say a prayer. Through clouds of lace, you'll see his face, no matter when or where. If you talk to the man upstairs, because he wants to hear from you.
Hear from you.
If you talk to the man upstairs, he will always see you through. The man upstairs. Talk to the man upstairs. 'Cause he
Thank you. And a very special thanks to our own Big Four for helping to make the summit meeting really swing. Here they are now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. George Shearing. And we're all very grateful to Dinah for letting us use her showroom. And by the way, you know, Dinah will be back next week with one of her international shows filled with exotic surprises from the far reaches of the world. And in the meantime, give yourself a motoring treat. See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's helping you along. Drive your Chevrolet to the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Next week, the Dinah Shore Chevy Show comes from beautiful Copenhagen with stars from the Danish music halls, theaters, and the Royal Danish Ballet, and Dinah's guide and special guest, Ingemar Johansson. The Chevy Show has been brought to you by Chevrolet in behalf of your local authorized Chevrolet dealer who invites you to try the 61 Chevys
Jet Smooth Ride.
and the new Chevy Corvairs. Chevrolet also brings you My Three Sons each week on another network. This is Wed Howard reminding you to drive with care everywhere.